Family, what's going on? What's going on? We're glad to have you. Today you're in for an amazing episode. Today you're in for an amazing show today. And y'all, it's Fun Friday, so we're going to kick back our feet a little bit. We're going to relax and stay tuned for Fun Friday here on Speaker Success in the Morning. All right, family. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? Y'all, welcome to another episode of Speak Your Success in the Morning. Today is July 25th, 2025, and y'all already know it's a great day to be alive. Man, I hope that this week has blessed you. I hope this week has encouraged you. I hope this week has really fired you up, right? And the reason why is because y'all, life is too short ultimately to not be able to enjoy what you're doing, to enjoy the life that you have, to enjoy living the life that you are living. All right. So wanted to just hit on that this morning because, man, this week a lot has happened. A lot has happened this week, and it's been a lot of hurt. It's been a lot of pain this week, but also y'all, in those opportunities and in those places, that's always a greater chance and a greater opportunity for you to ultimately rise above, for you to encourage somebody, for you to pour into somebody. So, man, this week, I want you now, as you're getting ready to close it this week, I want you to love on somebody today. If it's you sending them a text, if it's you giving them a hug, if it's you buying their lunch, if it's you buying somebody some coffee, whatever it might be, y'all lean in this week. Lean in, man, because like I said before, man, we don't know what people are going through. You don't know what challenges they're currently facing. And knowing and understanding and seeing these things, we must pour in, okay? Must pour in because the world can be a dark place. All right. So, family, today is Fun Friday, and we're gonna dive in, and we're gonna keep the mood. We're gonna keep the mood up. We're gonna keep the mood bubbly. We're gonna keep the mood going, right? Because we have to, okay? We have to. So now we're going to go ahead and get ready to transition into our time in the Word. And we're going to go ahead and get into straight from the scissors, okay? So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so the text says in Proverbs, and I was thinking about this because I was having a conversation with my wife earlier this past week, and she's getting into stocks, and she's getting into trading, and this is something that she's had an interest in for a while now. And she was like, John, one thing I want to be able to do is I want to make sure that when we're done, when we go on, when the Lord calls us home, that our boys don't have anything to worry about, right? That our boys will have a skill set that's not dependent upon what's like other people helping them make that money, or other people being able to determine how much money they will make, right? Because one thing that we all must know and must understand is that we need a skill set. And then outside of that, we need a skill set that's independent of other people, right? If it's a recession, then yeah, a lot of people aren't buying a lot of stuff from certain people if they don't deem it to be a priority or not, right? You're always going to buy food. You're always going to buy and pay water bill. Always going to pay rent, need a place to stay, different things like that. But certain things that are seen as extra or benefits or different things like that, well, those things aren't always going to get purchased when there's a dip in the economy. But understanding and learning the fundamentals of stocks and trading and things like that, this now sets individuals up for success. Because why? Because you can still benefit even if the economy drops off. And you can still come up because there's certain ways you can trade and different things like that. So the text today is Proverbs chapter 13:22. And the text reads, a good person, not a silly person, not a dumb person, not a smart person, but a good person leaves an inheritance to his grandchildren. And the wealth of a sinner is stored up for the righteous. I'm going to run it back one more time. Run under the bridge one more time for my people in the back. A good person leaves an inheritance to his grandchildren. And the wealth of a sinner is stored up for the righteous. So understanding that, so a person who wants to set their family up for success, the Bible calls good. A person who wants to give their family a head start, the Bible calls you good. Right? There's even text in the Bible that says, I believe it might be just a different version, but it talks about a man storing up for his children's children. Right? So just imagine that frame of mind, and when you go to work or when you begin to do whatever trade, whatever industry you're in, whatever passion you pursue, as you begin to think about that, I want you to see and look and say, well, based on what I'm doing now, right? The money that I'm making now, and if I'm putting it up in a trust, or if I'm putting it up here or putting it up there, does this money allow me to not only provide for my children, but also provide for my children's children? Because one thing that we all know and we all understand is going to work every single day of the week, that's the standard, right? That's the bare minimum. However, when we begin to look and say, okay, well, what things can I put in place now so that my children will be good later, my grandchildren will be good later? This is a different type of mindset versus being a weekend warrior and going out and saying, you know what? Hey, I got a bonus this week, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to celebrate and then run through all that money. And I can speak to that because I was that person, right? I was that person. I would get the bonus, I would spend the bonus and the rest of the check. And then I would say, all right, y'all, next week, let's see what we do next week. Next week, we got to start over next week. And my bank account would be done. Okay, bank account will be sitting on E. So today I want you to think about this. Would you be considered a good person by the text, knowing and understanding that a good person leaves an inheritance for his children? Or would you be what the other part of the text says? And the wealth of a sinner is stored up for the righteous. Or would you be somebody who's out here getting money, and you're getting money as in a way that they call ill-gotten goods? Because I've also been on that side of the track, right? To where you're going out to where you're getting money, but you're getting money because you stole it, or you're getting money because you got it in a way that was not beneficial for the long term, right? And knowing and gathering these things in this way means that ultimately the money that you're getting, the things that you're getting, this isn't going to benefit you in the long term. This is going to benefit the righteous. Because if you've gotten ill, and I've talked about it on the show, because there's been times to where I've either stole stuff from stores, I've stole stuff from people, and then I would get this money and I was feeling good about getting the money or getting the items. And then later what would happen? Then the money that I had stored up, my car would break down. And then all that money, I had to put it towards my car. Why? Because the wealth of a sinner is stored up for the righteous. So the wealth of the sinner, which is me, I had to come up off that because I could not benefit. So family, today I want you to be encouraged. And I want you to identify and assess, are you somebody who the Bible would deem as good? Because you're focusing on leaving an inheritance for your children, your grandchildren, your family that's behind you, and not just for the benefits and the pleasures of you right now in front of us. Family, if you've been enjoying this show, enjoying this content, be sure to hit the thumbs up right on your screen so that YouTube knows in the algorithm that, hey, You like this content, you're benefiting from this content, and ultimately, you want more of this content. All right, family, so hit that thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm Jonathan Jones, and this has been Straight from the Source, Proverbs 13, verse 22. We'll be right back with more Speaker Success in the morning.
Looking for timeless pieces that make a statement? Discover the Jewelry Department, where elegance meets craftsmanship. Owned by Miguel Contreras and located at 13505 Mumford Place, Suite 103 in Dallas, the Jewelry Department is your destination for stunning, one-of-a-kind pieces designed to elevate your style. From classic designs to modern trends, we offer a curated selection that reflects sophistication and artistry. Because we believe your jewelry should be just as unique as you are. Visit us today at the Jewelry Department, where every piece tells a story. And let us help you find the perfect piece that speaks to yours. The Jewelry Department, elevating your look with elegance and style. Find us at 13505 Mumford Place, Suite 103 in Dallas.
All right, family. All right. Welcome back to Speaking Success in the Morning. Today is Fun Friday, y'all. Today is Fun Friday. And one thing that the focus is on Friday is the week has been stressful, right? At being an adult, right? And y'all let me know in the chat if I'm tripping or if this is just accurate. But as an adult, you know that going through the week can be taxing. Okay, going through the week can be exhausting. Going through the week, just living your life as an adult every day of the week, it can be draining. Okay, so therefore on Fun Friday, we like to kick back a little bit. We like to have a little bit of fun, like to lay back and relax, because at the end of the day, the week will try to get you sometimes. But guess what, week? We're going to get you. You're not going to get us. So y'all, this is Fun Friday, and one thing that's been on my mind as of late. One of the biggest things that's been on my mind as of late is just thinking about, like, what is the world going to look like if some of these things don't change? So yesterday we talked a little bit about President Trump and them shutting down the Stephen Colbert, the Late Show. And what is the world going to look like if our voices are siloed? Y'all feel me on that? Like, what is the world going to come to if we get to a point to where it's like, okay, the people who had free speech, they no longer have free speech. So now they're in a position, in a place to where, hey, the things that you used to say before you could say freely, you can't say those things. And when you say those things, we're going to reprimand you. So I was just like, man, well, how can we continue to encourage people and push people forward and let them know that you still have a voice, you still need to be vocal, and you should continue to move forward. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, I want to encourage the successors, right? If you have a book in your heart, write that book. If you have a word on your heart, share that word, share that message. If you have a podcast inside of you, get that podcast out. Okay? Because y'all, today is the day and the time is up for us to stop playing, and the time is up for us to stop playing small. Because y'all, there are so many other people who are attached to you operating in your purpose, you doing your mission, you doing what God has called you to do. And if you don't, then who? And if not now, then when? But we have to begin to take those steps forward so that ultimately other people will know that I have permission to really be great, and I have the permission to elevate. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead, and I want to dive into some of these clips. I want to dive into some of these clips that we got for the week. So check this out. So first of all, we have Zaytoven. He said, I never stopped doing that, playing in church every week. So let's go ahead and hit the clip.
We got Zay here. So. We straight.
So when you made the 50,000, so ICU was out, you still playing in church?
I still playing in church today.
Wow.
Never
Every Sunday?
Man, I ain't never stopped that. For real? Not one time. Ever since I've been a little boy, I've been playing in church. Been playing in service with.
Okay, so Zaytoven, he's a well-known producer, and what he's saying, he said, I never stopped playing in church. So, you know, him showing up, him having many hits, right? Because I can't even name all the songs that he had, but it says right here, it says Zaytoven never left his roots. Even at the peak of his success, he kept showing up and playing in church every single week. And that foundation has shaped everything that you hear in this sound today. That's dope. And the reason why I really like that is because, y'all, I shared earlier this week that I've been watching Den of Kings by Kirk Franklin. This is his new show. And the episode that I was finishing last night was the first episode with Country Wayne, with DC Young Fly, with DeVal Ellis, and also with Lou Young. And they were just giving and paying Kurt homage. It was like, Kurt, a lot of people would have never, a lot of people would not even know about Christian music if it wasn't for you. So ultimately, hearing Zaytoven say that he's never left the church or never stopped playing in church, I think that's really impactful to speak on how big and how important for the culture church actually is and can be. But y'all, let me go my solo shot because I got to say this. But y'all, at the same time, one thing we got to understand is the church. One thing we have to understand. Now, I told my guy this the other day. We must understand and must know and must accept that as Christians, right? And you might be like, John, I'm not really in the faith like that, or I am, right? So let me take a second. Let me speak to both sides. As Christians, we must know and understand if you never take the time to communicate to people that aren't in the church, right? So talk to people. And if you never communicate to those people or communicate with those people, then how can there ever be a conversion? We first got to communicate with them. So we talk. We ask questions. So we're curious. Allow yourself to be curious about people who aren't in the church. Allow yourself to have conversations with people about what they believe. Why don't they believe? Well, not you don't want to challenge. You just want to act like, hey, John, what's up? Hey, what's up? I'm good. Bob, you all right? I'm great. John, you're a Christian, right? Yeah. What about you, Bob? No, I'm not a Christian. I identify as Muslim. Okay, cool. Why? Like when did you begin to identify with the Muslim faith or the Islamic faith? Then let them share, and then you listen, and then from that point you're like, well, how did you get into that? Like, was this religion? Were you brought into this by your parents, or who exposed you to this? They'll say da 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 da. So first we need to be curious about other people, right? And then through that curiosity, that's going to create a conversation. Mm-hmm. Then after it creates a conversation, now you're beginning to talk and you're asking questions and you're listening to these responses. And as you listen to these responses, what does that then bring? That brings the opportunity, potentially, for conversion. So be curious, have conversation, then that can lead to a conversion. But it might not. Either way, as Christians, we got to stop judging people, man. People already have feelings about Christians, already have beliefs about Christians. Let's stop it. Let's help people ultimately see us in the light that we're called for them to see us in. All right, y'all, let me go to the next clip. All right. So let's unmute it. Okay, so is this gospel? What are our thoughts here? What are our thoughts? Y'all drop something in the comment section. Is this gospel? Is this folk music? What do we feel? What do we feel? This was posted from Travis Green TV. So this was his page on Instagram, and he says this album is different, fam. Y'all ready? What are our thoughts? Is this gospel music, or is this something else? Okay, listening to it, it's giving folk, it's giving soundtrack, but I'm okay with it. Things have to be done different now, especially for gospel artists. Y'all got to do something different, because what was working back then ain't working now, and the way that music is rolling out and the way that music is grabbing people's attention and people are just leaning and grasping and sticking to what they know already, We got to do something different, gospel artists. Travis Green, I'm interested to hear the rest of the album. But yeah, this definitely is giving folk music. And I mean, even look at I was about to say the costumes, but looking at their attire, like it's giving something totally and completely different. So hey, Travis, I'm interested to hear it, brother. I want to see how it goes, and I'm all for it. If people like Lil Wayne can cross over and do different things like how he did with that one album when he started doing Rebirth, when he started doing like rock music. Hey, do your thing, brother. Do your thing. Do your thing. Let's go with the next clip. Let's see what we got. We got Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones was asked if he has ever considered stepping down as the Cowboys general manager. Oh my God. The Cowboys, Dallas, Jerry Jones, the relationship is so toxic. But let's see what Jerry had to say.
Yes. Momentary.
Momentary. Yeah, Jerry Jones ain't stepping down as the manager. Come on, y'all. All that money he making off the Cowboys? Yeah, right. Why would he step away? He doesn't even have to win. Jerry Jones and the Cowboys don't even have to win, and he's still getting paid. People still calling the Cowboys America's team, which, no. Okay? Y'all can say what y'all want to say in the comments. Y'all can talk about me how y'all want to talk about me. But the Cowboys are not America's team. I don't even know who America's team is, but it's not the Cowboys. No. I understand. In the 90s, the Cowboys were America's team. For sure. Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Deion Sanders. Like, come on. Leon Lett. Like, we can go down the list, go down the line. The Cowboys was doing a thing in the 90s. Since then, it's been a minute, okay? They're not America's team. The Eagles are more America's team than the Cowboys at this point, okay? But, nah. Sorry. That ain't it. Okay. Let's see. We got something else for y'all. Straight from Essence. And man, shout out to producer Britt, because she queued up all these clips for us so that we can go in and we can break these things down.
Plus one is somebody who actually adds the experience. So if you were bringing a guest with you anywhere, whether it's a wedding, an event, regardless of what it is, they should be adding to the experience. I was talking to a friend last night, and she was literally saying, I need to write a book on this topic, but instead of writing a book, I'm making a TikTok. So
Okay, so a plus one. This is a good conversation. This is a good conversation starter right here about a plus one. So are you a solid plus one? Do you consider yourself a solid plus one? Would somebody else consider you a solid plus one? Do you show up and do you add to the experience? Let's keep listening.
Go to a lot of events, and every time I bring someone somewhere, I always say that there are plus ones, zeros, and minus one. Now the problem is that when you go to an event and get a plus one, you're just thinking of plus one additional person. But you should be evaluating if that person is actually being a plus one. So the difference between a plus one, a zero, and a minus one is that a plus one is somebody who actually adds to the experience. So if you were bringing a guest with you anywhere, whether it's a wedding, an event, regardless of what it is, they should be adding to the experience. And there's a variety of ways they can do that. They can be a plus.
Okay, a plus one, a zero, and a minus one. Okay, a plus one adds to the experience. This is good. I'm listening. And this is pulled from Miss Money Penny 413. Miss Money Penny 413. Shout out to you for putting out this content.
One meaning that they're going to be on the ops while you're there for the road trip. They can be a plus one meaning that they're going to take. Plus one is somebody who actually.
Okay. So not everyone deserves an invite. This viral plus one TikTok explains why. What are y'all's thoughts? Drop something in the comments. First of all, are you a plus one? Are you a zero? Or are you a minus one? And a plus one clearly adds to experience. A zero, from my understanding, since we didn't get the full clip because YouTube likes to hate on us sometimes. But I'm going to say a zero is probably somebody who's just there. And then a minus one is somebody who probably takes the experience down. Okay, so what are you? Drop something in the comments. Let us know. What are you? Are you a plus one? Are you a zero? Are you a minus one? Like, let's talk about it. Because at the end of the day, I'm sure we all think we're an amazing plus one. We all think we're a great catch, but The fact of the matter is, okay, somebody ain't bringing what they're supposed to bring in and giving what they're supposed to give. You understand me? So let's see what we got up next. Wait, this is crazy. What she got going? What in the Jenga plinga they got going on here? They're doing too much with that. I don't understand. Okay, I don't know who's playing Jenga like that. First thing for him. I don't know who's playing Jenga like that. That's crazy. Let's get out of here, man. Let's look. Okay, so I personally like this. I personally like this right here because I think it's. There we go. Okay, so next month, Uber will launch a feature allowing women to request women-only rides by selecting this preference in the app setting for both riders and drivers. I like this. And I feel like this is old because I feel like this has been out. But the reason why I like this is, man, 2025, y'all, we got to protect our women. Like, we have to protect our women. And guys in Ubers, y'all, stop being weird. Okay. And I can say that I used to be an Uber driver. And check this out. Okay. So for one, when I used to drive for Uber, I picked up some people that were a little different too. Right. There's just some Uber rules. These are the Uber rules. Let me go to my main shot. Okay. So first and foremost, when we talk Uber rules, okay, John, what are the Uber rules? What are the Uber rules? What are the rideshare rules? First and foremost, when you get in the car, y'all just speak. Just say, hey, how you doing? I'm great. And then just sit in the back. Great. Put your headphones in. Okay, so first and foremost, first Uber rule, you got to speak. Y'all just put some respect on it. These people picking you up, they putting you in a car. So if their car a little bit dirty, just don't give them 5 stars. Okay, so that's the first thing. Just speak. But after that, you have to keep the conversation going. That's number 1. Number 2, if you don't want to have a conversation with people, bring your headphones. Bring your headphones. If you don't want to talk to nobody, bring your headphones when you sit in the back of that car and you keep it rocking. All right. Number 3, do not. Don't sit in the front seat. Why are you trying to sit in the front seat? You don't need to sit in the front seat. This is a ride share. It's awkward when you sit in the front seat. Okay, the front seat's not for you. The front seat is for that person's snack, that person's bag, that person's whatever. But y'all, no, that's not it. So don't sit in the front seat. All right, don't sit in the front seat. Number 4, just be aware. Whatever you talk about, the driver's ear hustling, okay? I've picked up many of people in my Uber or in my Malibu, which happened to double down as an Uber. And y'all, I heard some of the most interesting conversations. I heard people talking about real estate. Oh God, I got to tell the story. So that's the 4 Uber rules that I say. All right, that's the 4 rules I got for y'all. But y'all, there was one time I picked up this woman. She gets in the car and she's crying, tears coming down, pouring down. I'm like, hi, how are you doing? I'm okay. How are you? I'm good. Okay. 10 and 2. I just started driving. 10 and 2. I'm driving. I'm like, oh God, what happened? And then she's like, I can't believe him. And I was like, She was like, he had me come to the hotel so that he can break it off with me. And I was like, what? So basically what happened, this woman who was married, her husband called her up to the hotel, broke it off with her, and then sent her back home in the Uber. And I'm like, bruh, this is crazy. So she's going through it. And then she was like, am I not an attractive person? Am I that ugly? And I was like, whoa. And then she wasn't asking me this rhetorically. She was like, huh? And I was like, ooh. I said, you're a beautiful person on the inside and on the out. I said, you're beautiful. Then ended up dropping her off. And I'm like, oh my God, this was wild, right? This was wild. Cause I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So that happened. I was like, oh my God. I wish I finished and got that counseling degree. I wish I got my master's in counseling because I needed some theory. I needed some technique. I needed some strategy because I didn't have the words to give her in that instance. That caught me off guard, okay? That caught me off guard. And then there's another time where I picked up these kids. I'm driving, right? I'm driving, pick up these kids, headed to a spot. And then as I'm turning, they're like, go. And I'm going. I'm like, wait, what happened? And they're like, hey, that's my mom back there. And I was like, what? After I dropped them off, then their mom speeds up and skirts out it. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I guess she just wanted to make sure they were going to where they said they were going. Y'all, it's just wild out here, okay? It's just wild out here. That's my Uber stories, right? From back in the day. Okay? So something to consider. One to grow on, right? One to grow on, one to rock with, one to consider. Man, let me go pull these clips back up. We got a few more, y'all. We got a few more I want to get into. Because like I said, man, it's Fun Friday. Life is too short to be so serious. So let's not be so serious. All right, so where we at? Here we go. Got everybody's favorite First Lady, Michelle Obama. Okay, let's run it back, so make sure I give you the audio. Here we go.
We're not taught to plan our lives and plan our joy. And it takes planning. And it takes practice planning that out. So for all of you all, I say this because I know you all are burning yourselves out, doing the work that you do. That's your tendency. And that's also the feeling, this is how you make change, that I have to be miserable in the process. Because and you can feel it because you also juxtapose your life with the people that you're serving, and you always feel blessed. You'll never
She cooking right now. She is officially cooking. Let's let her finish.
feel like you should have joy when people are struggling. But for you all, in order to stay vital in this work, you have to plan joy. You will burn yourselves out, and you will be no good to anyone. So I want you all thinking about that. What are you going to do that is going to make you selfishly smile? And how are you going to make sure you have that weekly, many times a week? And I dare say it, maybe even every day, you have a little joy in your life.
Wow. What are you going to do that allows you to make yourself selfishly smile? That is so good. That is so good. Y'all, do me a favor. Drop it in the comments. What is something that makes you selfishly smile throughout your week? Like, I think now is a great day to identify that and put that in the comments so we can take that and grow from that, because that's really good. Because that one question that I always ask clients who tell me they want to start a podcast, John, I want to start a podcast. And I say, why do you want to start a podcast? And they say, well, I want to help this person and this person. I want to put out content to do this, that, and this. And I'm like, that's great. And that's a real cute answer, because that is going to benefit. The podcast is going to benefit everybody that ends up hearing the podcast, right? They're all going to benefit. Great. However, what do you selfishly want to get out the pod? I always got to ask them. I say, what do you selfishly want to get out this podcast? And they say, I never thought about that, John. And I say, well, now's a great time to think about it. So let me know. What's your thoughts? And then they began to tell, well, I want to make money. I want to retire my husband. I want to retire my wife. I want to make sure my kids got opportunity. Yeah. And don't you think if that's an intentional focus on the front end, then it will allow you to strategize better on the back end? I think so. Y'all, so drop in the comments, what is something that makes you selfishly smile? What's something that makes you selfishly smile? I would love to hear from you all on that one. And y'all, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna get right back with more Speaker Success. But if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, go ahead and hit that thumbs up on YouTube. So YouTube knows that you're rocking with the content, you're rocking with the show, and you want to get more of Speaker Success in the morning. I'm Jonathan Jones, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
Looking for timeless pieces that make a statement? Discover the Jewelry Department, where elegance meets craftsmanship. Owned by Miguel Contreras and located at 13505 Mumford Place, Suite 103 in Dallas, the Jewelry Department is your destination for stunning, one-of-a-kind pieces designed to elevate your style. From classic designs to modern trends, we offer a curated selection that reflects sophistication and artistry. Because we believe your jewelry should be just as unique as you are. Visit us today at the Jewelry Department, where every piece tells a story. And let us help you find the perfect piece that speaks to yours. The Jewelry Department, elevating your look with elegance and style. Find us at 13505 Mumford Place, Suite 103 in Dallas.
All right, family, we got to get back to it. Look, got to hit a little bit of news. So Glorilla, right? Glorilla says she was arrested for a felony drug possession in Georgia, according to TMZ. And man, it's tough to see, y'all. It's tough to see and know that some of the time the rappers rapping about some of this stuff, like they really living this life, like they really out here, Glorilla, man. Yeah, that's just a fact. We're just gonna leave it there. Okay. Next up in this world of NIL. So for people who live in this space of college sports and collegiate athletics, Donald Trump has signed an executive order to. Let's just make sure we get it all right. President Trump signed a college sports executive order that prohibits third-party pay-for-play payments to collegiate athletes. What does that mean? What does that look like? So it's not that exchange, right? People have been saying that, oh, well, these athletes are getting paid and then they're going to the school and then they're playing. No, you actually have to do events, or you have to do certain events that are approved in terms of NIL. And actually, let me pull up, because I have a connection and she does great work. So let me pull her up, because I was looking at her page just yesterday and she did a good job of breaking this down. Like, what does this look like? So here we go. So examples of NIL deals that are being approved by the NIL Clearinghouse. And shout out to JQ Sports PR. She does amazing work, and I know she works with many athletes and helps them just in navigating through this process. So man, shout out to JQ. Shout out to JQ for doing what she do. Shout out to you, girl. Okay, so look. Number one. New released hair care product owner pays athlete to attend a pop-up shop. This will be approved because this makes sense, right? This makes sense in terms of you actually doing something, the athlete actually doing something, an event, to where you garner this payment. What won't be approved? An athlete attends a local restaurant grand opening sponsored by a donor. Will not be approved. That looks a lot like a pay. That's just, lining your pockets. Like, hey, we're a donor, sponsored, get this check, show up. The old ways of doing things like this with collegiate athletes, gone. An apparel brand pays an athlete to help promote their products by using social media posting. This will be approved. Okay? Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. And then we got this one. A collective hosts a golf tournament and an athlete makes a guest appearance. Will not be approved. Okay? So now's the time to where you can't just rock the way you used to rock. Like, hey, let me get that appearance fee. Nah, bro, we not doing it like that no more. They're starting to create some guidelines. Okay, some. There's definitely a lot more that can be put in place, but some guidelines are being put in place so we know and we must understand that everything ain't gonna be the way that it used to be, y'all. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. And the reason why is because we need to do something about this whole NIL thing, okay? Because NIL already is not right. Not right, but already there's going to be some disparities throughout NIL just based on some of the schools already have money to throw around. I saw the other day from Adam Brenneman. He has the Next Up podcast, and he went on to say that there is a particular university that has spent upwards of $31 million. $31 million in NIL, just shelling out, just cutting the check. $31 million. That's a lot of money. but everybody don't have that to put out. So therefore, some maybe your HBCUs and, maybe some of these other schools and other entities can't provide that. So therefore, the school putting out $31 million, which is Missouri University, their football program, now they're going to get better caliber players potentially, right? Based on the money that they can provide for them. But now I want to play a clip, and this clip has been going crazy. Shout out to the good people over there at 4th and 1, where they always got it done. With facts by the ton of the rising of the sun. We're going to go ahead and play this clip, man. Shout out to 4th and 1. Shout out to our guy, Mr. Amari Collins, as well as brother Cam Newton. They do a great job over at 4th and 1. Man, really, really love and respect them. We had the opportunity to actually interview Amari some months ago, but man, just let's check out the clip. I want to hear y'all's thoughts.
Anything that Cam says is going to go viral. Box office. Who hotter than me?
Well, Cam's wrong.
Cam Newton went to 3 Pro Bowls. Jalen Hurts already been to 2. Cam Newton was an MVP and he got to the Super Bowl and he forgot to bring his cape.
Mr. Ryan Clark, you're attacking the messenger and not attacking the message.
Okay, this is real. This is real. It's getting hot. Okay, let's tap in.
We all know that you don't have the best relationships with your quarterbacks. Being a quarterback, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Cam Petty.
He posted me on your social story. And Peggy, I got a question to ask. Can you name me one Gilly the Kid album? Did you know his album was Philadelphia?
Jalen Hurts is the quarterback you got to go through in the NFC to win the Super Bowl.
You do not need to go through Jalen Hurts.
Okay, this is good. I got to play the whole clip, man. I got to let the whole clip roll. I got to.
The Philadelphia Eagles. So since that we want to attack the messenger, Ryan Clark. Okay, let's pull up your stats. Second team All-SEC, we cannot relate. Undrafted in 2002, we cannot relate. One Pro Bowl in 2011, we cannot relate. People keep attacking Cam, the person, or why he didn't jump on the fumble, comparing and contrast. So when I compare and contrast you guys' statistics and Dan Orlovsky, never mind. But
Oh, Cam. Oh, Cam. Yo, 4th and 1, my favorite sports show by far. Okay, 4th and 1, man, shout out to them. Shout out to the work that they're doing. My guy, Justin Stuckey, out there, got the chance to meet and connect with them down at Fanatics. And man, 4th and 1, they really do always get it done. Cam Newton, and I spoke to this, and Cam even said it on the newest episode, but y'all, one thing that we have to know, understand, and appreciate about Cam Newton is that people cannot like him or have whatever they have to say about Cam and his opinions. But y'all, one thing that you must understand about Cam Newton is very intelligent. Okay, let's put the football to the side for a second. Just for a second. Cam Newton as an entity. Let's put Cam on the screen. Let's just go ahead and put Cam on the screen. Okay, let's go ahead and put Cam on the screen because so as an entity, Cam Newton, he has Iconic Saga. Then under Iconic Saga, he got 4th and 1. Under Iconic Saga, he has Funky Friday. Then Cam has his streaming pages where he plays games. And Cam is a show. Period. Okay. So, okay, we didn't even say nothing about him playing football. Now the ability that he has, the God-given specimen in the physicality that Cam has, brother is like 6'5", 2 a lot. Okay. And I've seen some of his content, and you see him back in the gym, and he toned it up. But the thing is, Cam has done it at the highest level. Yeah, he did not win a Super Bowl. Do you know the percentage of people? Let's just pull up the percentage. Let's pull up, y'all. This is Fun Friday. I feel like I'm in my bag right now. Let's see. What's the percentage of black quarterbacks that have won the Super Bowl? Okay, what's the percentage of, this means 50% of black, out of the 8 black quarterbacks who have started in the Super Bowl, 4 have led their team to victory. Come on, man. Let's see. Man, so 4 black quarterbacks. 4 black quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl, and y'all trying to get on Cam. So what? He didn't win the Super Bowl. So what? Oh, producer Britt. What up, producer Britt? I see you. So four quarterbacks. Oh, did not mean to go there. Didn't mean to go there down the thing. Britt, I'm cooking right now. Britt, I'm cooking right now. Okay, so Britt, you throwing me off right now. Let me get back on my point. Okay, look. So out of the 4 black quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl, we hopping on Cam. Y'all, Cam as an individual, Cam as an entity, Cam, we got to respect him. We can't knock this man because at the end of the day, he's done what a lot of people have not done. He got the Heisman Trophy. He like I said, he's won at the highest level in college. He's an all-time great in college. In the NFL, he's done stuff other people have not been able to do either. We got to put respect on it. So y'all stop disrespecting Cam Newton. Stop disrespecting this man. This brother is the real deal. Do you understand me? Real deal. So put some respect on it, man. Stop playing with Cam Newton. That's all I want to say on that. Because we just, y'all, when we see greatness, we don't want to attack greatness. You got to respect it, man. You got to respect the greatness that's before you, okay? Got to respect the greatness that's before you. Yeah, come on, producer Britt. Come on, man. Come on in here then. Come on in here. I got you set. Come on in here. So, y'all, today, like I said, man, we've been having fun rolling through these episodes. Rolling through these episodes and rolling through this content and, you know, uploading these clips. And like I said, shout out to producer Britt for setting us up with the clips for the week, getting into it. But man, this is what it's all about, y'all. This is what it's all about because they were hopping on Cam. Like I said, I wanted to just finish this thought. They were hopping on Cam saying that he, based on like what he's saying about Jalen Hurts, this is inaccurate, and they were getting in their feelings and they were attacking the messenger. But one thing I said offline to produce Britt, and what I say all the time is that at the end of the day, they still have to accept and understand that brother is bringing facts. He's bringing facts. Like, y'all might not like it. Y'all might want to push back. You might have a feeling about it. But at the end of the day, Cam was bringing facts. And that just is what it is. You know, the man bringing facts and doing the dang thing. Doing the dang thing. Okay. Look who done snuck in here. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got a special guest coming to join us today. We got a special guest. Hold on. Gotta get you. Let's get you set up right. Okay. Think we look what the cat done drug in here. Hold on. Let's see. Producer Britt, can you hear me?
It is I.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Gosh.
Look at that.
Okay. Nah, see, this is what happened.
Oh, God.
Everything was set. I had everything set that was supposed to be set. And then my volume was low on my phone. So I didn't hear you call me. I didn't hear that.
That's crazy. Because I called you like 3 times. And I almost overslept myself.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That. And first of all, that's
you got to take. Go ahead. You got the last 5 minutes. It's fine. Do your thing.
I'm coming in hot. Did you mention that? Yeah, and I saw you talk about NIL. And then you said, NIL, they're doing it, they got to get a grip on this. No, but you were an advocate for the kids to get all the money and do all the things. And now it's, now they got to get a grip on it. I was the one saying that they need to stop. And then on that clip, with, I don't know if you played the clip with Amari, the one that I sent you, Cam Newton talking about.
That clip is a whole.
Okay, Cam Newton talking about Coach Prime.
Yeah.
And they were just saying NFL, agents can't make more than 3%.
That's
That is the law.
Yeah.
And then NIL people, I'm saying people because it could be anybody. They don't have to sports agents, they have to be certified to be a sports agent.
Yeah.
You have to be a lawyer. You have to take all these steps,
You gotta go
and then
through a
you only make
process.
3%.
That's true.
Yeah, you got to go through a process. NIL, you do not have to do that. You don't have to do that.
So it is certain states, because I don't know if I told you or not, but at one point I was looking at filling out that paper. You got to go through. You got to fill out some paperwork, and then after that you got to pay like a fee. But other than that,
Okay,
you're not
sure.
doing no test.
Okay, you got to pay $200 and keep it moving. But I'm saying you don't have to go through full-fledged school like a actual sports agent has to do. And then on top of that, there is no cap on what that person can charge those kids. So when you see these deals, these $2 million deals, and like Cam was saying on the clip, was that who knows what deal that they're brokering for themselves, because
it's scary.
and that's the scary part. And so I just want to put that 2 cents in there, because I know that you were talking about that. And also there's just no cap. There's just no cap, and that's bad.
I mean, it's terrible, because there are going to be agents who take advantage of kids. I mean, there's agents who's taking advantage of kids now, but the sad part is a lot of it, that to where there are the people who are taking advantage. Some of them aren't even going to feel the impact of that until like 3, 4, 5 years down the road, because they might have signed a deal now. You might sign a deal in college. Oh, this is a sweet deal. But then you're going to see that, nah, you got bamboozled. So yes, I am. I'll say it again though. I am still an advocate for the kids to get paid, but I still want there to be something in place to where, like, somebody help them set up like a trust or something. Like, like get like a deal like AI.
Ain't nobody doing that. Everybody just jumping in. They see that Jonathan's a good athlete, and then I'm going to go, hey. That's what Cam's example was yesterday. He said, hey, a guy pulls up that's already in a Rolls Royce, and he tell you, hey, I can get you in one of these too, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. And then, he throw him a couple money, like, hey, I got more than, that's more to come. And then, but in the back end, the guy can't even pay his car note because he's looking to munch off a kid. And then on top of that, they were talking about how just the whole college athlete is non-existent anymore. He said these kids are coming out of high school and they're going straight professional, technically, because they're getting these large contracts. They're leaving schools if it does not work out for them. And they're going to whatever is best for them. And there is no such thing as a student athlete anymore, because do they even go to school?
Amateur status is gone. I mean, they still go to school from what we know. Yeah, they still go to school.
Whatever.
But I mean, but Britt, also let's be honest though. Even when we were in school, you knew the star players, they not doing some work to a certain extent.
I have to do my homework. I would say that's a guy thing. Girls have to do their homework. Okay, so speak for yourself.
Hey, I had to do my homework too. But for the most part, I mean, some of the stuff we cheated. But what
I would say, hey, I got a little extra leeway, but no, I had to do my homework. That was a whole boy athlete thing with that whole situation.
In junior college, I got some leeway. When I got to UT Tyler, nah, they didn't care. Nope. Like, y'all better come to class, because we don't care about the little basketball team. That's cute. We don't care about that. We don't care what y'all talking about. So
I feel you on that.
Yeah. The amateur collegiate athlete is gone, but man, it's
just gonna be crazy. It's sad to see a little bit.
The Wild West, but we really don't know what's really going to happen. The people, honestly, the people really want to make money. They should get into the tech of something NIL, because they're gonna be the ones who's gonna benefit.
I don't know what that is though.
I don't either. Shoot, if I did, what? I would have a trademark, copyright, all that on that thing. But I don't know what that is either. Funny. But at the end of the day, those are people who are going to benefit even. I'm not going to say even more than the athletes, but those are people that have a higher earning potential, because you're creating something that many people are going to need, and they're going to get ran through. and there's going to be opportunity to benefit, just like a social media platform or something. I don't know, but we'll see what it is. I just hope that some of these students make this money and they figure out ways to put it to where it can, multiply.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna see.
Well, I mean,
Fingers crossed.
wishful thinking. Wishful thinking.
Anything else you want to get out? Anything else you want to get off your chest, producer Britt? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, I was so excited for Friday. I'm so sorry I missed the whole entire show. I had stuff I wanted to say, but I'm sad, y'all. I really wanted to be here. My phone is never on. My volume is never on low. When Jonathan calls me, if I'm running late, I normally hear it. So I did not understand. I should never watch that episode of Dope Thief. I should have came home and just went to sleep.
Oh, you shoot, what did I do last night?
Because you know how like it's late and then you're like, oh, well, now I'm up. And then it's like, I need something to take me to sleep. And it took me to sleep. And then I was fighting myself trying to watch another episode, Jonathan. Crazy.
I know how that go. You're like, oh, it's so good. I'm just watching nothing.
Just one more. Just one more.
That's when that inner kid come out. Crazy. But
just one more. It's like, no, Brittany, you gotta go to sleep. Gotta go to sleep.
Shoot, I got home, heated up some pizza, and my body, like, I got like that restless leg syndrome. Body like, you sleep. Go, you just lay down. Cause I have my Britt. I didn't take my laptop out my bag. I was about to take it out. I was like, I want to make some more AI images of my son. I said, but I'm tired. I'm just gonna put these clothes in his hanger.
Your eyes cannot handle that.
Man, I was ready though. I was ready. I was about to create a whole storyboard. One of these days, I'm gonna start releasing some of these little clips.
I mean, do something with them.
And I'm gonna release them on the Speaker Success Media page. But it's gonna roll out. I'm gonna roll it out. But y'all, once again, if y'all haven't tapped in, y'all need to tap into the Touche podcast. We got producer Britt, aka Brittany Marche, and we have cousin, aka Marche Lucky. Marche Lucky.
No, Marche Gordon.
I get it twisted up. I was flowing though.
Nah, that's my daddy last name.
I was flowing. Yeah, Marche Gordon. So we got Marche Gordon, and we got Brittany Marche. We got the Touche podcast. Y'all gotta check it out, man. They're talking about some great stuff. And the second episode though,
hey, the clips are clipping. I'll tell you that right now, and the views are popping.
Speak on it.
I like it. I like it. Okay. I'm trying to get used to it, but I like it. I like it.
Trying to get used to what? Which part? What we talking about?
I guess it's like, dang, I got 2 podcasts out there. Look at me.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is wild. There was like maybe there was a very brief season where I had 2. Very brief season. But
when I bet you had 2. Yeah, Beyond the Ball, and then you had Speaker Success.
Well, that was a brief season because I was.
That was a brief season. Okay.
That was exhausting. But I mean, but the way that you're doing it though, it's definitely sustainable. It's sustainable for sure. Yeah.
So y'all, second episode is out. We'll be filming episode 3 coming up soon. Probably next week, actually.
Oh, it is true. You gonna live stream?
Yeah.
You gonna live stream? You gonna film it? What we doing?
I don't know. I'm gonna see how the other Marche feel. We go live because I think I'm getting used to live, so I'm just live. Like.
Gotta go
live it 3, 2, 1, go. Don't no cuts, no edits, no nothing. Raw.
Just live.
Yeah, just live, man.
Take that hot link, drop that link in the family group chat.
Right.
Get it going. Let the family drive the conversation. Hey,
let them watch it.
Talk to me.
Because I don't know. I'm just not. I mean, I could edit if I want to, but I would say, hey, whatever mistakes we make, I'm barely gonna cut them out. So.
That's right.
Yeah, just wrong. But. Yes, I'm glad I got to come on for 10 minutes. I hope y'all have a great Friday. Find something to do. Find something that makes you happy. I will see y'all on Monday. Great job today, Jonathan. I saw you with all. Yeah, go Jonathan. Jonathan. Hold down the fort.
Hey, I didn't want to say it on the show, but I'm gonna say it since you said it. I was about to say I felt good about the episode. I felt like I felt good, but what I said, I don't know if you heard me say it or not, but I felt good about the show because 1, we talked about some of the clips. 2, you teed up a lot of clips. So I went.
See, y'all, I was prepared. I was prepared. I wanted to be here. Stupid
But yeah,
phone. It be
well,
that phone. It be that phone.
man,
And I have an actual alarm clock. It just goes off at 7 o'clock when we're done with the show.
yeah, that's terrible.
But
That alarm should be deleted because you don't need that no more.
no,
You don't need that
no,
no more for
it's
nothing.
needed.
Yeah,
No, it's
that's
needed.
crazy.
But okay, y'all have a good day. I will see y'all on Monday. Happy Friday.
There it is. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All right, family. So, just like producer Britt said, man, just like we played in the clip of Michelle Obama earlier, like, yeah, you got to definitely do something that makes you smile selfishly. Like, do something selfish for yourself this weekend. Like, one thing, maybe it's going on the patio and locking your kids and family in the house and letting them do whatever they do. And you on the patio drinking some lemonade or drinking an adult beverage. That's your business, right? I don't care. That's your business. Or maybe it's just you taking yourself out to get a smoothie. I don't know. Whatever it is, whatever brings you joy, take your shoes off, take your socks off, walk in the grass, but make sure you don't get bit by no ants because that's not fun. But family, meantime, between time, we're going to be right back here next week, Monday, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to have a phenomenal guest for y'all. Excited about it. Excited about it. But family, until then, two things. First, I need you to hit that like, and I need you to subscribe, dog. Okay, that's first. And then secondly, y'all, you got to remember, speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why should you and why would you live any other